When I left my country 31 years ago, I look around me and I think what to take with me when I get in Canada. I take my pictures, I take my national costume, my pictures with my children and my family, my parents.
This is my hometown, Kitchener, where I was born and raised and that I love very much. It was here that I heard for the first time in my life the instruments of teragut and violin, the Romanian instruments. In this city of Kitchener, 30 years ago, our fathers and grandfathers inaugurated our community Banatul. Banatul represents our property, including our hall and our church. In our hall, we have many celebrations, including Thanksgiving, Christmas, and Easter dances, and many get-togethers. The most appropriate person to talk to about the Romanian Cultural Association would be our president, Mr. Todor Mohan.
There are over 100 families involved with the association and its activities. The founders of this association come from the northern part of former Yugoslavia, a region called Banat.
Is a charitable organization and a shelter for women. But for one of our founders, George Miloia, this means something more.
Yes, this is a place where we held our meetings for the Romanian Cultural Association, also church services, until 1969, when we bought our first church on Lancaster Street.
I'm sitting here with two members of our community, and we're reminiscing with pictures and documents of our past.
In the early 1960s, the first group of Romanians from Banat region of Yugoslavia immigrated to Canada and were established in the Kitchener Waterloo area. At that time, there were only a handful of people.
Yes, but by 1966, the number of immigrants increased, and there was a need to organize a Romanian Cultural Association and a Romanian Orthodox Church in Kitchener Waterloo area.
We're at Mr. Walters' office, and Mr. Walters was our lawyer since '69, and he assisted on all transactions up to date.
Yes, I want to tell you that I had a long and fruitful relationship with the Romanian club. Most of the people at that time were newcomers and were trying to buy a home and trying to sustain their family and didn't have too much money to spend. But they're genuinely sincere in their idea of building a church.
This is the property what we bought in 1969. And we enter in 70 February 2nd, and we use it for our services. Members of our community, members of our club were young that time, and we needed church for baptizing the kids, weddings, and funeral also if was needed. So that was our need at that time.
The purpose of this church was for people to get together. We used the basement for organizing dances. We did have dances, Christmas parties, New Year Eves, and lots of good times.
When I look at these young kids dancing in the folklore group, it reminds me when we have started years ago of the dancers. In the beginning, we didn't even have music. We had an older gentleman who was a musician, and over the telephone, I had to sing some melodies for him in order to play for us when we perform dances as a dancing group.
This is how I looked 30 years ago, young and in our teens and having a good time together.
To preserve our culture and heritage and to keep in touch with our families and friends from other parts of North America, the first Romanian cultural festival, known as Festivalul Banatul, was organized in 1969 and became a tradition for the last 27 years.
Those pictures were taken at our first festival. There were tournaments in soccer, dance, music, ping pong, chess, and as well as a beauty contest. People participated from all over United States and Canada, such from Detroit, New York, Chicago, Montreal. Was a real success. Everybody was happy. So many young people getting together, knowing each other, meeting friends that they didn't see for many years from back home.
The Romanian people were coming, a great number of Romanian people were coming here, and the church was growing. And growing, it seems, every week. Every week there were new members coming to the church. And we needed more space. We had Father Tanasi here. He was doing an excellent job. Every month, it seems to be, there were weddings, christenings, and what have you. And the membership was growing, the church was prospering. Now the question comes, they need a bigger building.
As our community grew again and the festivals became very successful, there was a need for a cultural center. In 1986, we purchased 10 acres of land on Bleams Rd, and in 1989, we built our first Romanian cultural center, Banatul. In 1993, we sold our small church on Lancaster Street and started to build a bigger one on Bleams Rd. In August of 1994, we had our first service in the new church.
Se pomenească Domnul Dumnezeu în împărăția sa. acestei parohii se pomenească Domnul Dumnezeu într-o împărăția sa.
All our work in our community is done by volunteer workers. As you see here, there's a truthful picture of our volunteer workers. We have ladies, which they are supporting a lot our club, as well as we have in here our men, which are working in the back here. So very proud of our team. Our members of our community here are helping in organization of different events. At the present time, we have a large wedding in here. Then we are very proud to serve and help our community.
We would like to welcome Uncle Hans to Oktoberfest at Banat House. And I hope everybody has a good time, including Uncle Hans. Yes!
Hi, Georgina. So how has the Ladies Auxiliary been helping out this evening?
We're helping with selling the souvenirs. We're helping our club tonight.
Are you having a good time?
Yes, perfect.
Hi, Chris. How are you?
Good.
So, Chris, what are you doing here tonight?
Well, I'm volunteering my time for the club. And, well, tonight is Oktoberfest. So I'm spending the night here helping out the club.
That's great to hear, Chris. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much.
Great. In particular, what are you helping out with?
Our goods tonight are French fries, we got a schnitzel in a bun, pretzel, and we got a sausage, Oktoberfest sausage for tonight.
Great. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.